Hey man, welcome back to another episode of the Big Rem Podcast. I'm your host, Big Rem, the one and only. First of all, before we get started, I want everybody to like, comment, subscribe, and everything to the channel. I appreciate everybody being patient with me. I'm sorry for getting these episodes out so spaced out in between. That's on me. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get more consistent. But um, I wanted to start this episode off with like a question, and my question to everybody is when did shame and privacy leave us as human beings? And what I mean by that is I just tend to see so much content on the internet that I just don't believe you should share or put out to the world, especially for people who are open to a lot of criticism. So like it's gonna sound like I'm hating, but man, I'm telling my truth, man. Listen, if you're a content creator, there's content creators, and then I think there's people who create content or a certain type of content knowing that people are attracted to this. So what are those type of content? You got relationship content, and you got like Christianity content. You got all type of content like, or what I've been seeing on TikTok lately is the put a finger down if so and so, and then somebody says a specific situation to themselves, puts the finger down. And a lot of the information that people are spilling to the world is something that should be waterboarded out of you or left between you and your doctor. There's doctor, what is it? Doctor patient confidentiality. The patients aren't keeping anything confidential. The doctors out here, shoot, doctors might as well just start saying what's going on with people, because the people gonna let them know anyway. Um, like I'm kind of tired of it. Like, for example, relationship content is just so fake. It's just some of it is just so fake. I want everybody to tell me, especially if you're black. I want black men to answer this. If a black woman is cooking, does she want you in the kitchen with her? You feel me? I'm starting to see content where it's like the man and the woman, they kissing on each other while they cooking, chopping up chicken and onions and greens. They putting the onions, peppers, and garlic. They getting the big three together. They kissing the lady searing the chicken, and it's just like, I have never ever been around a black woman that wants you sitting in her kitchen while she cooks. My mom doesn't even want me sitting in her kitchen while she cooks. I can sit by the kitchen, but I can't be sitting there in the kitchen. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just not realistic. We're falsifying things for people. We're falsifying things for people. Like, God forgive me. That Christianity content, and people don't want to say this because it got something to do with the Lord, but I'm gonna say it to you. Some of these motherfuckers is faking it. Some of these people are faking it, and y'all know that, man. Y'all don't want to say it because y'all don't want to seem like haters, but Remy gonna say it for you. These people are just putting out any type of thing. Yo, day in the life of a Christian man. He's doing the same thing my Muslim homeboy do throughout the day. Get a haircut. Go grocery shopping. Like, people know what buzzwords to say. He put Christian on it. Don't nobody care about the day in the life of any man, but they care about the day in the life of a Christian man. And he pull out that Bible and get to reading it like like the same way you would hold that phone and scroll on TikTok. But I ain't never seen no man ever just walk around. I've been around people who are past, they don't just walk around holding a Bible just reading it. Come on, man. And people don't want to say it because it's like with Christianity, but some of these people are just doing it because they know they're going to get views, get paid, and all that type of stuff. I mean, even like in terms of privacy, people are going on there on TikTok. They're being like, put a finger down, and they make up a story. Like I said before, they make up a story, whatever. Like, it's like a dude to get on there. He'd be like, so let me tell a story about how I found out my girl was like having sex with my dad and or my ex technically. So like basically so like every Thursday and Friday she would come over, but like the Thursday night she would like sneak out while I'm asleep and go lay with my dad. And I didn't think anything of it for like the first six. And you'd be like, bro, you see where you went wrong? Nigga, we don't want to hear that. Like basically people are getting on TikTok to be like, yo, let me tell you this story about how I was so green. Bro, you see where the story went wrong? Yeah, and they used to lay naked, but I'm thinking because it's my girl and it's my dad, like they're not gonna do anything to hurt me. It's like, well, you got to be kidding me. Boy, you got to be kidding me. Boy, you just putting that like, and it's like that information should be waterboarded out of you by the CIA. Because there's no way you're telling me that all this stuff that people are putting out there, 2020 messed us up. We ain't have nothing to do. We was used to bumbling around. Ain't nothing was stopping us except you. Just ain't nothing was stopping you. Then we had to stop for a little bit, and people got deprived of stuff, and maybe people got to sit with their thoughts and everything and stuff like that. And I just I don't know. I don't know where this oversharing stuff came from. Like social media has always been like people tend to overshare like in real life and social media. Yes, it was happening before 2020, but 2020 ramped up and everybody is telling you to get ready with them. I don't want to get ready with you. I don't care what you about a day in your life. I'm not saying stop making that content, but some of y'all are just all of y'all are waking up. All the dudes wake up, take a shower, put on the big oversized t-shirt, their short shorts, and a fitted cap. Every nigga that do content do that. They got that. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. You telling me every one of us are going to the store with a fitted cap on? I done seen niggas in the store. It's like you go 5 stores, you see 2 niggas with fitted caps. But every nigga on TikTok, 100,000 views. He going into Publix with a fitted, like just little stuff is just like, man, this gotta be fabricated. This can't be real. But hey, I just wanted to say that. I didn't want to sound like no hater. But I just think like it's just so much going on and so much we like willing to put out on social media that we should keep to ourselves. Like we should be ashamed of some of the stuff we do. There's some things I've done in my life that I'm ashamed of. I won't say that on the internet. But I am willing to share some things with y'all. Well, pretty much most things. Like, I ain't really got no skeletons in my closet. You feel me? So it's just like, bro, just, I don't know. We got to get a grip on this, especially the Christians. I think we should still be evangelistic in our life and spread the word, spread the gospel. But there's a lot of people I know that go to church that like they're not posting about it. Like they're really in tune with whatever. Everybody's walk with God is different and everything like that. But man, it gets to a point, bruh. I watched the video before I just started. That's what gave me this idea of going to rant. Cause I'm like, bro, like, niggas be faking it. Niggas be fake kicking it. It happens all the time. Even the relationship ones. People be fake kicking it in their content. People, bro, a TikTok couple could break up. And all I see in the comments is like, oh my God. Oh, I can't believe they broke up. I love them together. You don't even know them. The content is not showing you the lowlights of a relationship. It's showing you the highlights. It's like we watch the highlights of a player and then we think they're good. Duh, it's the highlights. You feel me? People, a lot of us been in relationships. Sunday, that girl don't want you kissing on her, bro. I mean, she wants you to, but like in that moment, she don't want you to. Everything ain't peaches and cream. These relationship people get on there. Then they get on there. Like, I think like it's just like your relationship could change because of this. People are already easily influenced just in general. Like before there was social media, there was still people succumbing to peer pressure. When social media came, it became more and more of a thing to fall to peer pressure or like just what the people are saying and listening to the outside world. Bro, I'm seeing these relationship people and it's just like you might joke with your girl. I don't know. I've seen some crazy stuff. You know, nigga might like they inside joke, they call each other bitch asshole. And you just like, I don't know, like people in the comments like, I don't think y'all should do that. You know, like, you know, a king and a queen should always show each other, but that's how y'all joke. But because y'all put it on TikTok and people don't understand that's how y'all joke, now people in the comments telling y'all stuff. And then they got to stitch a comment onto the next video and be like, so we want to address everybody and like my husband called me a bitch ass hoe in the last video, but that's how we joke. And then the comments on that video becomes like, duh, like y'all, we just everybody jokes different and y'all do y'all thing cause everybody joke different. They just didn't understand. Like, bro, what? Like, I don't even know what's going on. I told somebody the other day, I love reading like the comments on celebrity posts or just on Twitter. Like, fan fiction has always been a thing with celebrities. But bro, if you look at them comments, bro, somebody like, let's say like a rapper post a picture, actor, actress, whatever. Somebody say, man, they look like they used to bite people in the 4th grade. What the fuck would make you say that about somebody you just seen at 33 years old? And it just don't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. It's just so social media has like warped our minds and just like it's just crazy the amount of things we could see in a day. It's crazy the things people come up with after they see what they see on social media and how their mind comes to. I'll give you another one. So, this is more a sensitive thing, but we heard about what happened to the girl in Florida and the 3 boys that were arrested. And in my eyes, we just saw the 5-year-old girl. We heard the story about the 5-year-old girl in Cleveland last year. Same sentiment that I have with them kids, I have with the kids in Florida that recently transpired. Them boys got to be locked away for a minute. And they do have to be tried as adults. Listen, bro, y'all tell me y'all watch Law and Order, SVU, and all this other stuff. Y'all see what happens when you start doing stuff this destructive very early in life. You are probably, unfortunately, programmed that way. Like, them boys didn't come up with that idea just off the strength of just their mind at that age. They have seen something, heard things. They're not, I hate to say it, they're not innocent. Like they're not innocent minded. Let me put it like that. Like they might be a little more innocent mind. No, bro, but when you do something like that, you're no innocent mind. That's so foul. So foul. Even the little girl in Cleveland last year, I said the same thing. I don't care how old them boys is. 9 years old. I don't give a damn. Maybe you put them in protective custody, but they got to be in prison, bro. They got to be in prison. And somebody was telling me today, we should just put them in juvenile, rehabilitate them, and it's like, bro, those type of crimes, most people's rap sheet is similar crimes in this world. Like somebody may start with stealing the candy out the store and then move up to like bank robberies, but they're a thief all the way through. Maybe a couple of assaults and stuff like that in between. Bro, when people start with sexual assault, with rape and stuff like that, it only gets worse from there. It only gets worse from there. The only thing they're fighting or rehabilitated on is just fighting the urge to rape. Think about that. The way to rehabilitate them is to tell them they had basically get them to fight the urge to do rape. Like that's a crazy thing to think about. And we're just saying stuff like they're young black boys. No, this is where I draw the line too. The victims are young black girls. Young black girls. Tell me when the justice system gave a fuck about young black girls. Tell me when. So now you have these young black boys who are perpetuating these crimes towards these young black girls. The system really don't give a fuck about neither. But what do they have? I don't even know how to phrase this right, but why would the system be in favor of these young boys and like not giving them the attention they deserve? I don't understand really how these things, like how somebody could be so young and think to do something so brutal. The girl in Cleveland last year was 5 years old, bro. I was telling my partner the other day, this is how innocent minded we were as young kids, that I was. I'll give you an example. You remember Over by Drake? He said, super good snitto package of the Swishers. That came out in 2010, maybe. I was about 11, 10 years old. I did not know Swishers were cigarillo, like he was talking about Swishers, like smoking weed Swishers. I thought Swishers, up until I was about 13, were Nikes, specifically Air Forces. I literally thought, bro, my cousin used to work, shout out to Andy, he used to work at Finish Line. So he came down in town one time and he took me to the store to buy some Air Forces. I had these black Air Forces with the white check on it. And they had like this domino design on the back heel part, whatever. I called them Swishers. I was like, but I got some new Swishers. You feel me? Because I thought Swishers were Nikes. That is an innocent mind. That's like not knowing. At the ages of 12, 14, and 15, these boys have decided they will hold a girl down, put rocks in her mouth, and do foul things to her. And we're trying to make it a reasonable like punishment for something that wasn't a reasonable crime. Like, you feel me? Like, it's just backwards. And we keep trying to pull the black card, but it's all black people involved. There's no more pulling that black card. It's not a black and white thing. It's a black on black thing. And we're doing something wrong in the households where we have young boys who are willing to do that to young girls. or even young girls who are willing to do it to other young girls, because we know we've heard those stories before too. But it's just, it starts in the home, and they're exposed to too much too early. And given in the era that they, if you're 15 years old, you were born in 2011, so, or 2010, you about to turn 16, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. You grew up where you had access to a lot more stuff, and maybe somebody wasn't watching them, and it's unfortunate all the way around. But them boys do not. You can't give them leeway for something like that. Like, you can't sit here and tell me you can rehabilitate that. You read the details. How can you rehabilitate that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you rehabilitate somebody after they do something that crazy. Anyway, um, but yeah, I just think it's a deeper issue in the black community in terms of, because I always said this. If you really think about it, most of the black kids I knew growing up, we didn't get sexual education outside of whatever we learned in the school. Where we got our sex ed from was like, you know, getting on the internet and shit. Like, ain't nobody, it wasn't nobody sitting us down being like, okay, this is how you protect yourself from sex. You just learned all that stuff from either older cousins or like older friends you had, or just reading stuff on the internet. Like, a lot of us did not get sat down and talked to about sex. So if you allow these young black children, because by 15, you probably should have had a sexual education course at some point. Because I remember they used to send the paper around when we were in 5th grade and have us sign it. Have our parents sign if they wanted us to be in the course. I think my parents didn't sign it in 5th grade, but obviously I got to 9th grade, got the you in health classes. It's just a part of it. And when you allow kids to explore their curiosities, this type of shit that can come up. It's unfortunate, but you can get ahead of it if you want to get ahead of it. Difference is, I don't know a lot of black people who had parents. They weren't thinking we were just going out to have sex anyway. At the ages that some people started. So, but like I said, man, when you leave it up to chance, things happen. And I'm unfortunate, man, praying for them girls, the girl in Cleveland and the girl in Florida. But moving on to a couple other things I kind of had in mind. I've been seeing a lot of music stuff lately. A couple weeks ago, YB versus Future was a big topic in the verses, and I gave it some thought. I actually had one of my homeboys who's a big YoungBoy fan. I said, give me 10 YoungBoy songs, because in my mind, I was doing 10-10, no features, nothing, just 10 YB songs, 10 best Future songs. And I was thinking to myself, like, because I'm a big YoungBoy fan. I've been a YoungBoy fan since the 16 mixtape, and then obviously I've been a Future fan for years. I remember getting on the bus in 6th grade, and just hearing the older kids in the back play the Abu, like the whole Astronaut Status, Dirty Sprite, all this type of stuff. But for every YB song I love, there's a Future song that I think is better. Like it's almost like one of them things, like Future's just outright better than YB. Like, I don't think it should be a debate. Now, if you're under the age of 21, I will not debate you about YB versus Future if you think YB is better. Because you weren't there. If you're under 21, you were not there. I don't know when I'm a flip, nigga. Give me some codeine and sip, nigga. Big Bank said, wipe a nigga nose and go change the locks on the door. I might have said it wrong, but still. That what you want from me? That what you really expect? You thinking I'm sitting up depressed. I'm somewhere counting up me a check. I hate I had to fuck with any of you niggas. That's my only regret. You know, I thought about that line too. And I was like, if I was Future's friend in the studio that day, I might put him to the side like, what you mean by that, boy? Shit, we rocking with you, bro. What you mean you'd hate that you had to fuck with any of us, bro? Like, sure. I would have been insecure, homie, like, sure. Bro, like, what you mean by that? Like, bro, I mean, shit. I ain't ask you for no money, bro. I come around with my own money, bro. Like, what you talking about? Now, for real, like, man, what you mean by that? It's a couple lines in rapper songs where I be like, boy, if I'm the homie, why I'm in here? Why did you say this? Like, not to get on a tangent, but Let Me Down, Babyface Ray 42 Doug. The beginning, he says, bitches, love I have, niggas, love I have. Even some of my homies, I'm quick to cut a nigga off, say fuck y'all forever, like. Dog, you can't show a nigga no grace. What Detroit nigga say, come on, my baby. Can't show a nigga no grace. Come on, man. But yeah, man, I just think like a YB versus Future versus, it ain't gonna go well for Young Boy. I think I couldn't even give you a score, bro. Cause if we just went like, I hope somebody sees this and decides to put a real list together. But I just think Future will win outright. Like maybe Young Boy gets 2, 1 maybe. I don't have one in mind that I say that's better than Future's song. Unless you pick a song by Future that is not good enough. I don't know what else. Speaking of verses, T.I. 50 Cent going back and forth. We talked about it in our chat a little bit. And I think what was said was basically like T.I. has been more consistent for longer. 5 albums versus 12 for T.I., 5 for 50 Cent. But T.I. is the better rapper. I just think, and it was reiterated before, like 50 Cent probably had the highest peak in rap, like in terms of commercial, the music, the movie, all tied into one. Like he was like up here. You feel me? But I just don't think 50 Cent has enough good songs that will beat T.I. Like, I don't think. Man, I talked about the story on my TikTok. Never been robbed. Never got my chain took. Never even been hit in my face. You don't believe. Look. Man, you don't understand how good. You know, they was going back and forth on social media. I didn't necessarily like him posting T.I. in the courtroom because I just wanted to make this a point too. Like, if you're an artist, right, and you're out of town doing artist stuff, you are a rapper, and somebody dies in your entourage while you're being the rapper, it should not be held against you, especially if you weren't beefing with nobody. It shouldn't be held against you that you answer questions in the court of law. My homie died. You understand what I'm saying? On my watch as a rapper. We were not out here on some street shit. We were out here for me to perform. You feel me? So, but anyway, that's one point. But I just think T.I. got it all. Like, bro, if we go album for album, I think obviously 50 Cent's first album is better than T.I.'s first album. But shit, after that, I mean, what are we talking about? Tell me which T.I. album is not better than Massacre. Matter of fact, damn, I wish I could look stuff up, but I'm not really sure if I can, bro. But yeah, I just don't think 50 Cent got enough ammo in his, and enough bullets in the clip to fuck with T.I. No pun intended. Both of them. You know what I mean? But I just, yeah, those are a couple things that been on my mind. I just really wanted to get on here and tell people, like, be more private with your life. We shouldn't know everything. It should not be, like, oh my gosh, come with me, y'all. Come with me, day in the life as a girly with chlamydia. So today I'm decided, like, I'm not gonna do the traditional way of taking the medication that they give you. I'm not really a medicine type of girly. So I'm gonna do these herbs in a suit. Like, hey, keep it to you. When you get it cleaned up and you go back for your my chart and it's negative, get back out there. But keep that shit to yourself. And you young men out there, stop telling the world how you got cheated on. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear it. Well, I do want uh keep this between us, but I want the guys that go out there and put their cheating stuff on TikTok, them cheating stories, right? If y'all could let me know how many women hit you in the DMs for some, sympathy coochie. I'm sorry that happened to you. Come get in between these legs. Tell me how many of them is it. If it's at least one, I got some story to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I got some story to tell you, feel me? But anyway, if you want to hear any of my cheating stories, like that I got cheated on or whatever, you're going to have to waterboard me. But if you're telling me, you get a little, little thing in DM, then hit your boy. But that's another episode of the Big Rem Podcast, man. I'm out. Let's see.